have 46 new books, so I think it's time for a book haul. Hello my friends, welcome to my channel, Discover with Kim. I'm Kim, I'm so excited you're here with me today. Welcome to this week's Friday book chat. This week we are chatting a big birthday book haul. So I got a bunch of books for my birthday, plus I did my birthday book countdown on Shorts if you haven't seen it. So I have 46 new books that I need to show you guys and talk to you guys about. So let's get right into my birthday book haul. In order to try and keep this kind of organized, I think what I'm going to do is start with the books that I got before my birthday, and then we'll go through all of the books in my birthday book haul, kind of in order. I mean, they're not completely in order, but we'll go through all the books for my birthday book haul, and then we'll go through the books that I got for my birthday. So let's get right into the haul. Starting with the books that I got before my birthday, I'm going to start with a book that you may have seen if you've watched any of my reading vlogs, but it's a book that was one of my most anticipated releases of this year, and that is Rights of the Starling by Devney Perry. This is the second book in a series. It is book number 2 to Shield of Sparrows. I'll put what the series is called right here, and I absolutely loved Shield of Sparrows, so when I saw that this book was coming out, I had to get it. I also knew I had to get it right away because I needed the special edition with the sprayed edges to match my book number 1. I'm okay with not getting the special edition, but when it's a book that I know is going to be part of a series that I love, I really want to get them to match. So I had to get this one, and it is absolutely so gorgeous. And this is a fantasy romantasy series, and it follows our princess, and it follows a monster hunter, and it's set in a world where the gods have created these crazy monsters to kind of keep humans in their place and show them where they belong. So it's a really interesting, fun fantasy romantasy about gods and humans and monsters, and I really love it, so I had to get this book. Another fantasy that I was really excited to read, and I started but I only gotten about 30 pages in, and that is Bloodbound by Ellis Hunter. This again is a fantasy romantasy. Actually, I'm sure it's a romantasy, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This was one of my book of the month picks for April, and I just think it's so pretty, and I couldn't resist it. Hold on, I'm losing my bookmark. Oh, I'm on page 20, by the way, but it's really beautiful, and I'm really excited for this one. It follows 2 separate women, one who is a witch, and she has to go fight a dragon hunter. I think she's a witch. Am I lying to you guys? No, I'm not. She's a witch, and she has to go fight a dragon hunter, and the other woman is part of like a vagabond group, or traveling troupe. And they are going to the capital to try and make money off the people who are there for the duel. And somehow their 2 lives are going to intertwine. So this one sounds really good and really fun. And this is the start of a series, and it says, you duel or you die. So I feel like it's going to be a really fun, fast-paced fantasy romantasy. So I think it's going to be really good. And I honestly, when I saw it was one of our picks for the month, I had to get it. Another one of my April Book of the Month picks was Mad Mabel by Sally Hepworth. And I absolutely love Sally Hepworth. Well, I've read one of her books, and it was so good. It was called Darling Girls, I believe, and it just left my brain like reeling a little bit afterwards. It was just so well written. So when I saw that there's another book from her released, I had to get it, and this one is Mad Mabel. It follows an elderly woman and what's going on in her neighborhood, and also it goes back in timeline to when this woman was younger. I guess she was Australia's youngest convicted murderer. So it goes back in time to that, and I think it tells that story as well. So it sounds like it's going to be dual timelines, and sounds really good. And like I said, I already like this author, so I had to get this one, and I really love the cover as well. Like, gorgeous. And then finally, for my final Book of the Month pick, I had to get The Book Witch by Meg Schaefer. And first of all, this one is just so cute and so beautiful, and I couldn't resist. And the story just sounds so good. I'd never heard of this one before, but it's about our female main character, and she works in books, so she can go into books. She is sworn to defend works of fiction from all foes, real and imaginary. But something happens where she ends up having to team up with her favorite character, the Duke of Chicago, to go into different books and try to fix something. So basically she's going to be going through different like popular books like Alice in Wonderland, King Arthur, and all these different books, and I think like The Great Gatsby, and it just sounded so good and so wonderful, and yeah, I couldn't resist, so I had to get this one. And who doesn't love a book about books, right? So those are my first 4 books in this haul, and those are all the books that I got. I keep thinking I got a different book from Book of the Month. Where is it? I guess I didn't. Like, I feel like I got another one. Why do I feel like I got another one? Maybe I just love books that much. But yeah, so those are all the books I got before my birthday. So now let me go grab all the books I got during my birthday book countdown. And if you haven't watched all those shorts, go and check out my shorts. I unwrapped a book every single day, counting down to my birthday in April, and it was so fun and it was so wonderful. And I got like stickers and some tabs, and it was just wonderful. So go check out those shorts and let me go grab these books and move these ones. My birthday is on April 26th, so I had 26 books to unwrap each day of April. Leading up to the 26th, I unwrapped one on my birthday as well, so I have 26 books in this part of the haul to show you guys, so let's get right into it. Yes, I don't think these are going to be in order at all, so sorry about that, but the first one for my birthday book countdown, or the 5th book in my haul, I suppose, was Mistakes Were Made by Lucy Score, and it's this gorgeous Barnes & Noble edition, and look at these edges. I absolutely love them, and this is from an author that I already know and love. She's like a cute, cozy, small-town romance author, and this is book number 2 in a series. Book number 1 is called, what is it called? Oh my. Story of My Life. It's called Story of My Life. So this is book number 2 to Story of My Life. I believe they are interconnected standalone romance novels, and this one looks really, really fun, and I believe it is about a girl in a small town in Pennsylvania, and it follows our 2 main characters, and it looks like they're in completely different spots in their life. My dogs are barking, so okay, I think we're good. Okay. They're in 2 completely different parts of their life. It says he's looking for the perfect wife, she's looking for the perfect one-night stand. So they are looking for completely different things, and somehow they end up meshed together. And yeah, this is their story. It looks really cute, and I know when I've read Lucy Score in the past, I've really enjoyed her books, so I kind of had to pick this one up. So that is book number 5. Book number 6 in my haul is one that I just randomly found when we were out and about at the store, and it is called The Mystery Writer by Sulari Gentile. Look at this gorgeous book. Again, I just love books about books. This book follows our female main character. She is looking to become an author, so she abandons her life and she shows up on her brother's doorstep with her half-written manuscript saying, hey, I want to follow my dreams. However, when her mentor and a very successful author is murdered, she takes it upon herself to look into this murder, and it ends up being like a murder mystery novel and story. So it looked really good and really fun, and yeah, I'm excited for this one. Next up is a book that I cannot wait to read, and that is Half City by Kate Golden. I've heard so many good things about this one, and it's just such a gorgeous edition. I do know that another, oh, my stickers fell out, but I do know that another book, I think it's a duology, so I think the end of this duology is coming out soon, so I don't know if I should wait to read it until book number 2 is out. But I'm really excited for this one. This one follows a female main character, and she is a demon hunter, and I guess she ends up going to this academy for demon hunters, and yeah, it sounds really, really fun and really, really good, and everything I've seen about it has been so good, and it kind of reminds me, I haven't read it, so I don't know, but just the premise and the summary of it reminds me of, like, my Shadowhunter days. I don't know if it's because they're demon hunters. It's definitely because they're demon hunters, and she kind of, like, just looks like Clary as well, so I don't know, but I'm really excited for this one, so I might be reading this one soon, but yeah, that is another book I got. I guess book number 7? 7. 7? 7. How many times do you think I'm going to drop stickers? Should we start a count? On video, that was number 1. So drop stickers once. Next up, not dropping the stickers, is It Ends at Midnight by Harriet Rice. And this one we found at the discount store, like at the dollar store, even though they're $1.50 now, but at the dollar store. And this one is set on New Year's Eve at a lavish party in one of Edinburgh's best neighborhoods. And it says, I'm just going to read you a quick synopsis. It says, the night sky is alive with fireworks and the champagne is flowing, but the celebration fails to materialize because someone at this party is going to die tonight. Midnight approaches and the countdown begins, but it seems one of the guests doesn't want a resolution. They want revenge. So that sounds really good and really fun. And I was like, it's set at a party on New Year's Eve. So I think this next New Year's, like, I'm going to read this. So I'm going to set this aside, and this is going to be my New Year's read. For like the end of 2026, beginning of 2027, we're going to be reading this, hopefully like on New Year's Eve, because I'm hoping to remember. Don't let me forget, because that is just perfect. That is just perfect. Next up is, this is throwing back to like my teenage days, and it is Wolf or Wolf-E, I'm not really sure, by Paisley Hope. I've never read a book by Paisley Hope before, but I have seen good things, so I'm really excited. And this one is a motorcycle romance, and when I was younger, like in my teens, I went through a bit of a motorcycle romance phase, and I was obsessed with them. I loved them. So I'm really excited for this one because I feel like it's just gonna bring me back and it's just gonna be like nostalgic, but like in an adult way. And I cannot wait. And it says, always ride faster than your angel can fly. Yeah, I'm not really sure much about it. I just know that it is a motorcycle romance. I feel like he is grumpy. I know nothing about her, but it looks really good. And I just, yeah, I'm really excited for that one. Next up is another one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for all of these books. When will I ever have time to read them all? But oh my gosh, look at this one. This one is called Somewhere in the Deep by Tanvi Barwa, perhaps? But oh my gosh, it looks so good. And this one I'm so excited for. I believe it's a standalone fantasy novel, and it's about a girl who ends up having to go deep in like an underground cave. 17-year-old Crescent Dune, who is buried under the weight of her dead parents' debt, and the only way she can earn enough money to escape her unforgiving island is by battling monstrous creatures in the unforgiving fighting pit. But after a fight goes terribly wrong, she's banned from the pits, and she now must join and protect a hunting party that is going on a rescue mission deep within the mining caves beneath the island. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. I've never read a book like that. I've never read a book like that, so I'm really excited for that one. Next up, we're going to switch it a little bit away from like the fantasy romance, and we're going to go to a more like contemporary fiction, and that is The Time Hop Coffee Shop. I guess that's a little bit fantasy, let's be honest, but The Time Hop Coffee Shop by Pedra Patrick. And this one is about our female main character. She is honestly not really enjoying her life, and she stumbles upon this magical coffee shop, and while she's in the coffee shop, she wishes for a different life, and suddenly she wakes up and she's in this completely different life in this perfect town. And yeah, it sounds really good. And honestly, it says she basically ends up like in a coffee commercial. So you know, like those happy-go-lucky coffee commercials? She ends up in like one of those coffee commercials. That's what this town is like, and it sounds really fun, and it sounds really cute, and I feel like, one, it's gorgeous, and I just think it's going to be such a fun, like, cozy fantasy fiction mix, and I really like that. I think it's going to be, I just think it's going to be really, hopefully silly, hopefully heartwarming, and hopefully a good time. Okay, how am I ever going to, oh, there's a cat on it! How am I ever going to read these all? I'm so excited. I have so many good books. Next up we have My Blade. Oh, Your Knife, My Heart. This one's number one. We have to do this one first. We have Your Knife, My Heart by Cam Moronova, and this is a military dark romance. Look at how pretty that is, and it is book number one. I believe it is a duology, so I also have book number two, My Blade, You're Back Again, Cam Moronova. Moronova. I'm so sorry, that's not a D, it's an N. Cam Moronova. It's a duology, it's a military dark romance. They are absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I am obsessed with them, and yeah, all I really know is it's a military dark romance. I don't really want to read the back or anything because I don't want to ruin it, but I do think it's going to be spicy. I think it's going to be fun, and yeah, I can't wait. It's so pretty. So yeah, those are two more books in my haul. I've lost count. Whoa, I've lost count. But by the time I'm done with my birthday haul, we'll be at 30. So, because we had 4, and then we'll have 26. And that is 30, because math, my friends, math. Next up is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Now, I've heard so many people love this author, including my sister. I've not read a single thing by him, but I'm a little intimidated by some of his more popular books, so I thought this was the perfect place for me to start. And this is about, I believe it's a bank robbery, and all the people that end up there, like all the hostages that end up in this bank robbery, I believe. A failed bank robber bursts in and takes a group of 8 strangers hostage. So I think that sounds really good, and it's called Anxious People, and I'm an anxious person. But I don't know, I'm really excited for this one. Next up, we have Glow of the Everflame by Pen Cole. This is book number 2 to Spark, I believe. Spark of the Everflame is book number 1. It is a 4-book saga, I believe. It doesn't even tell me what book number. Really? But it's part of the Kindred's Curse saga is book number 2. I have book number 1 already, so I need a book number 2, and then I also need book number 3. I do not have that one yet. And book number 4 was just announced, so I'm really excited. I don't know much about this. I just know it is there's a castle on the cover. I can't read the back because I have not read book number 1. It is some kind of fantasy romantasy. I believe it's young adult, and it's a 4-book saga. They're absolutely beautiful. I've heard really good things about them, so don't want to ruin it for myself. But yeah, we got that book. Next up we have, ooh, this one is like a dark thriller romance, and it is Bourbon and Secrets by Victoria Wilder. This is part of an interconnected standalone series as well. There we go. And this is book number 2 in that series, I believe, because I already have book number 1. Yeah, book number 1 was Bourbon and Lies. This one is Bourbon and Secrets, and it's a thriller dark romance, I believe. A thriller, I think it's a thriller small town romance with a single dad with 2 girls and a girl who ran away from her town, and she is a stage girl. So yeah, that looks really fun and really good, and I'm really excited to read that series, that whole series. I have not read it yet, so that's book number 2, and I believe it is a trilogy, so I'm really excited to get into that one. I really love the mixing of romance and thrillers in as like a genre, but like with it being more romance with thriller as a side, because I feel like when I read a thriller book, I want it to mostly be thriller, and there can be some dabble of romance, but I want it mostly be thriller. But I also really like the romance thriller intermix, but I don't want it to be like, I don't want to be going into a thriller and have it be mostly romance. If I'm going for a thriller, I want it to be a thriller. But if I want a mix of romance thriller, like, I don't know if this exactly fits, but like when I read by Tate James, I read a Kindle read. I'll put the name here, I can't remember it. And that was like such a fun mix. So, Dear Reader. It was a Dear Reader like series. That series was a really fun mix. So I really like that. I'm really digging that genre. Okay, next up is another fantasy book, and that is The Monster and the Last Blood Match by K.A. Lind. And first off, just a minute to appreciate this book. Like, excuse me, this is just, oh, there's nothing. I dropped stickers twice. Oops. But yeah, so gorgeous. And it says Power Hungry Obsession, and it's about vampires and I believe humans. And apparently there's something special about our female character's blood. But that is book number 1 in this trilogy, and I'm really excited for this one. So I have by K.A. Lind, there's another series that is coming out like right now. It's being published, and it is the, oh, it's so pretty. I'm staring at it, and I'm staring at the books because I put them out because they're prettier than the spines. She put that series out, and I have 2 of the books, and I was like looking into it because I know another one's coming out. And then they said, yo, by the way, there's a prequel series, and if you can, read this series first. And this is a prequel series, so we got book number 1 in that prequel series. Ooh, I need to pick up my stickers. Okay, we got book number 1 in that prequel series, and then the next day I opened book number 2 in that prequel series. So that is The Captive in the First Blood Game. Again, K.A. Lind. Again, gorgy, 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 obsessed. Obsessed. Not going to read the back because I don't want to ruin it for either of us, but it is, again, I'm assuming, continuing on about the vampires and our main character with special blood that could change everything. Don't know what it's changing, but it could change everything. So together, they're just so pretty. Look at that. And then I know book 3 has come out, but I do not have book 3 yet, so don't expect that to be coming up. I do not have book 3 yet, but that one did come out, and I do think it's just a trilogy. So I think they're all done now, so I can read that. And then, yeah, we can go and read that trilogy that's not finished yet. But, yeah, so I got those 2 books, which I'm very, very, very excited for. Continuing on with my birthday book countdown, the next book I unwrapped, maybe another book I unwrapped, was Bourbon and Proof by Victoria Wilder. So this is book number 3 in that series of the, I think it's the Fox Brothers series. This is book number 3 in the series with Bourbon and Lies and Bourbon and Secrets. We also have Bourbon and Proof, book number 3, and in this one, it looks like it's brother's best friend. Like, she is his brother's best friend, maybe. What's going on? So I'm not, it looks really fun. It looks really cute. Oh, I didn't show you the edges. And yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And like I said, I really want to read this trilogy. I can't wait. I can't wait. We might just make that a whole vlog of itself, is like reading that trilogy. Would you like that? Let me know. Next up we have A Perfect Story by Elizabeth Benavent. So gorgeous, so pretty. This one follows our female main character. She seemingly has the perfect life, but she's not happy. When one mistake leads to this life completely come crashing down, she is sitting moping at the bar when she ends up meeting our male main character, who is the bartender there, and he proposes a fake dating scheme. So it sounds really, really cute and really fun, and is absolutely gorgeous. And I just thought, never heard of this author. I love a fake dating book, so I had to pick this one up. Next up, we have a book from an author that I love, and I didn't even know that this is a duology. I only got the first book, but I didn't even know that it existed, and it is Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong, and I am so excited for this one. It's going to be a geek. It says, it is 1931 in Shanghai, and the stage is set for a new decade of intrigue. So I'm really excited. And it looks like our female main character was brought back from the brink of death with a strange experiment. And now she cannot die. And she uses her abilities as an assassin for the country. Oh, I dropped more stickers, I guess, technically. 3 times. That sounds so good. So I can't wait to read this one. I'm going to have to go and pick up book number 2, obviously. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that holographicness. And, like, it's so pretty. And I'm really excited. And I think it's going to be really good. And I love books that are set, like, in different times or different locations, because I feel like I get to, like, really experience just so much, you know? Just so much. Next up, I got The Wings That Bind by Briar Bolin. This is book number 3 in the Bloodwing Academy saga. There's going to be 4 of them, I believe. I had book number 1 and book number 2, so I had to get book number 3, obviously. It is so pretty. It is so gorgeous. Oh, I was ready. I was ready to not drop a sticker. Like, I tried to dump them. They didn't dump, and then I dropped one, so 4 times. But anyways. 5 times, guys. But anyways, I'm really excited. I know it's about a dragon academy. That's all I know. That's all I know. I'm not gonna ruin it for myself. So that's book number 3 in the Bloodwing Academy. I think I tried to combine blood and dragon and got drug. Next up are 2 books that I put on my May TBR because I'm just that excited to read them. The first one is A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Span. I'm so excited for this one. It is a dark fantasy, and I believe it is young adult, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be so... Six times the stickers are down. So it says, the gods are dead, and that's left all the players. The performers of the playhouse are worshipped as they are feared. And yeah, so it's something about a playhouse, and I'm really excited for it. I'm trying not to read the synopsis of all these books because I kind of want to go into them blind, you know? Like, I don't want to give myself too much information. I kind of want to go into them blind a little bit, but this one is absolutely gorgeous, like insanely gorgeous, and yeah, I'm really excited to read it. Yeah. Can't wait. So, I've lost count of how many times we've dropped these. We'll see if editing can count or not. We'll see. And another book that I had to put on my May TBR was Dragon Cursed by Elsie Kova. Again, this one's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And it says, what fate awaits each dragon hunter or dragon cursed? So I think this one's going to be really fun. I believe it is a young adult fantasy novel, and it's about, honestly, something about being dragon cursed or dragon hunter. So I'm really excited, and I'm going to be reading this one in May, so be prepared for my wrap-up soon. Eek! I'm losing steam. We've been doing this for a while, so I'm going to go and take a mini break, and we'll come back, and we have, oh my gosh, we have probably 15 more books to go. Sorry guys, I feel like I just really lost my energy there, so I took a little break. I had some water. I've grabbed some caffeine, so we're going to pop that open. Shower's going. Love that. I'm not doing great at cutting down on caffeine, but we're working on it. One day at a time, right? Literally, the bathtub upstairs is running. So, okay, we should be good now. Okay, so continuing with my birthday book countdown, another book I unwrapped was Queen of Faces by Petra Lord, and this one looks really good and really gorgeous, and we're gonna just take those stickers out, and then let's see, we got a map, we got, ooh, a wave, and I'm really excited for this one. Our main character, she is trapped in a male body, and it is rotting, and she needs a new body. However, she can't afford one. Only the magical elite can, and she can't afford one. So she needs to figure out a way to find a new body. And that's all I know about it. I don't know much more, but I believe it's going to be very fantasy-esque, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait. So I can't wait for all of these. So apparently all I can do is read going forward. It's just read. Next up, we have The Library of Amorlin by Callan Josephson. Callan Josephson. That's so pretty. Look at how pretty it is. Yeah. Just the edges alone make me want to read this book. Like, I don't even need to know anything else about it. That's all I would need to know. But I just dropped a sticker. But it is about Kasira, who used to be a masterful con artist. She goes undercover as a new assistant librarian. So our main character used to be a con artist. Apparently, I should have taken a longer break. Our main character used to be a con artist, and now she's undercover as an assistant librarian. That sounds fun. It is book number 1 in a series, so that sounds really good, and it's really pretty. Next up, if I can get my words out, we have The Sun and the Star Maker by Rachel Griffin. This one is absolutely gorgeous, and I think it's gonna be devastating. The sun fell in love with her star maker. I believe that it is a fantasy novel, and I believe it is a little bit whimsy. Because once upon a time, the sun fell in love with a star maker, and it's honestly so gorgeous, and I have just seen nothing but good reviews on this. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Like, I feel like this is like a winter read, but it is so pretty. So I might have to do like a Christmas in July kind of thing where I read wintry books in July, because that looks really, really good. And I think it's going to be devastating. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Next up, I have The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. This is an author that I absolutely love. She writes spicy, cozy rom-coms, and this one, I believe, is Boyfriend's Best Friend, which I do not have a problem with. I'm someone who knows that love can be very complex, and you can't help who you fall in love with and who you are attracted to and who you end up building that bond with. So if you start building that bond with your boyfriend's best friend, I mean, I'm hoping you're gonna be mature about it, but that doesn't bother me. But yeah, really excited for this one. I did not read the one before this because I know it was about like a vet, and I know like sad things happen to animals, and as an animal lover, I couldn't do it. But I'm hoping this one doesn't have that many like sad animal moments, so that I'll be able to really dig into this one and love this one, and I'm really excited for this one. Next up is another romance rom-com by an author that I absolutely love, and that is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. And yeah, look at this copy. Look at this copy. That is just so pretty, and it's such a good feel. And I'm absolutely so ready for stickers down for this one. I am so ready for this one. I haven't even seen that yet. It's so pretty. Well, that's gonna be one of my summer reads. I don't know how to feel because that's so pretty and I'm so obsessed. So I'm not even gonna read anything about it. I know it's gonna be a romance, a summer romance. That's all I'm gonna tell you because I'm so excited for that one. I can't spoil anything about it for me. I'm so excited. And then the final book in not this haul, but in my birthday book countdown was, and I unwrapped this one on my birthday, which it is absolutely gorgeous. So it is The Bridge Kingdom by Daniel L. Jensen. It is book number 1 in the Bridge Kingdom series, and it's this beautiful, beautiful special edition, and I am so, so excited. Look at this. Like, you're kidding me. So, yeah, and I believe it's A sweeping, sizzling fantasy romance filled with political intrigue and passionate love. And I believe it takes place underwater. Okay, that I think I'm lying. Why did I think that? Okay, I don't know anything about this series then. So I thought I knew what this series was going to be, but I don't. But I'm very excited, and it's very gorgeous, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So those are all the books I got in like my birthday book countdown, where I unwrapped a book every single day. And that means those are 30 of the books I've gotten so far. Let's finish up. There are stickers everywhere. Okay, none of these are going to have stickers, so I guess I won't be dropping any more. Okay, now let's go through all the books that I got like as presents for my birthday, because I am a very blessed girl. So I won't tell you who got me these books, I'll just show you what the books are. So the first one is Heathen and Honeysuckle by Sarah A. Bailey. This is so pretty. So pretty. And it is like a second chance romance, a runaway bride, and I don't know, it just looks really fun and really cute, and I am really excited for that one. And I believe it's part of a interconnected standalone series. So it's book number 1. Another book number 1 in an interconnected standalone series is What I Should Have Said by Max Monroe. Again, absolutely gorgeous. Do you want to know what's funny? I think this is a runaway... No, it's not. Wait. This is a runaway bride too. Again, runaway bride, romance, start of a series. So cute. Can't wait. And then another cutie little romance, cozy little romance I got was Darling Daffodil Farms by Brittany Nicole. This one you can see I've already been reading, and it's a really cute, like spicy, fluffy, small town, cowboy-esque, but not really, flower farm romance. And I'm really loving it so far. It's really fun, it's really cute, and yeah, a little bit of depth to it, some spice to it, but not too much spice, a little slow burn, but not too slow burn, so I'm really enjoying that one. Next up is part of a series, and it's from an author that I absolutely love, and that is Wait With Me by Amy Dawes. Look at how cute this book is, and it's really thin, so I feel like I could just fly through that. So it looks really cute, and it's about a romance novelist who is in a reading slump, so she finds the only place she can write is in like a Tire Depot's waiting room, and then I think she ended up starting romance with like the mechanic there, so that sounds really cute. And my man was a mechanic for a while, so I feel like I'm just gonna really vibe with that one. Next up I have an actual cowboy romance, and that is Rider by Jessica Peterson. This is book number 5 in the Lucky River Ranch series. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a interconnected standalone cowboy romance series. Haven't read any of them, but I now own all 5. So we're going to be having some fun reading those soon. Next up we have A Fellowship of Games and Fables by Jay Penner. This is book number 3 in the Adenishire series. This is a cozy fantasy romance series. This one follows a grumpy fennec fox and her unwillingness to participate in some winter games in her new cozy town, and I believe she's going to be finding some romance. Look at how cute that looks. Look at how gorgeous. I feel like this is going to be a perfect one for like November time, so I'm really excited for this one. And I read book 1 in the series, and it was so cute and so cozy, and I loved it. And next up is a graphic novel. I have been reading this series with my nephew, so he got me book number 3. Well, him and his mom, because he is 9. Got me book number 3 for my birthday, and my brother, his dad. I should probably throw in there that he also got me this present. My brother, thank you, love you. That is Warriors, number 3, graphic novels, and yeah, it's The Prophecies Begin, part 3 of 3. So it is the end of this little series, and it is a graphic novel based on wild cats, and it's really cute. And yeah, I've been reading it with him, and then we chat about it, and it's really fun. So I got that graphic novel, and then another graphic novel I got, this one from my Oma, my grandma, and it is Anne of Green Gables. So the classic book Anne of Green Gables was remade into a novel, and into a graphic novel, and yeah, I had to have it. I've never actually read the novel, but I figured the graphic novel was a great way to get introduced to it, so we got that one, which I am very excited to pick up and read. And then a couple of fantasy books that I got were The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow. Look at how good this is. It's so pretty. We have some pretty stenciled colored edges, and this one is pretty thin. We have a map inside. We have a pretty tree gorgeous tree, and it says equal parts Arthuriana send up and time-traveling tragic romance. So yeah, I've heard amazing things about this one, and I believe it's a standalone, so I cannot wait to read that because I love standalones. Next up, we have another fantasy, and that is Swordheart by T. Kingfisher. Again, absolutely gorgeous cover, so pretty, and I'm really excited for this one. And I believe it's a delightful fantasy romance between a widowed housekeeper and her unlikely sworn protector, and I believe she like pulls the sword. She unsheaths a sword and a man appears and becomes her protector. So that one sounds really fun and interesting, and I saw that book number 2 is coming out soon, so I wanted book number 1, and I can't wait to read that. And then finally, book number 2 to The Scorpion and the Night Blossom was recently released, and that is The Dragon and the Sun Lotus. This is by Emily, I'm not sure, Wen Zhao. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that correctly. And this one, absolutely gorgeous. I'm really excited to dig into this series, so now that I have 2 books, I can do that, and I cannot wait. I do not know much about it. It is I don't want to read that. I don't want to ruin it. I don't know much about it. Can't wait to read it. You'll have to wait till I read it to learn more. And then another fantasy that I got, the final book that I got as a birthday present, and it is a mermaid fantasy, and that is The Wicked Sea by Jordan Stephanie Gray. And this book is really pretty, really, really pretty, but what really gets me, guys, what really gets me is the naked hardback. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. And that is gorgeous, and I'm obsessed, and I believe that a bargain sealed in blood, a desire, fortune, hate. I believe that like a mermaid is saved by a mermaid hunter, perhaps. Do not quote me on any of this. This is just what I think I know. And then they end up in a bargain and falling in love, I believe. So that sounds really good, and I'm really, really excited for that one. And then, before this vlog is over, you are sitting on them, but we need to go through my May books of the month. So I got my books of the month for May recently, so I thought I would show you guys those before we ended off this vlog and this birthday haul. So we have my most recent issue of Volume 0, which is their short story collection, and it's Volume 0, issue 13, I believe. They redid the cover. I hate it. I hate how they redid it. But yeah, they're kind of making it more into like a literary magazine now. But there's a bunch of short stories in it that I'm sure are quite out there and quite wonderful. So we got that. I also got The Shippers by Catherine Center. This is going to be a rom-com romance. I really like Catherine Center, so when I saw she had a new book coming out, I wanted to read it, and I believe she ends up taking like her best friend on her sister's destination wedding on a cruise ship. So that sounds really fun and really interesting. I also got Seek the Traitor's Son by Veronica Roth, and they had these gorgeous Stencil Edge edition. Veronica Roth wrote Divergent. I love Divergent, so I ended up wanting to get her new book because I was like, hey, I loved Divergent when I was younger. I'm sure I'll love this. I believe it is like a dystopian new duology. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for it. The daughter of a bounty hunter, the knight sworn to protect her, and the prophecy that destroys their lives. And then finally, I got The Last Contract of Iseka by Fonda Lee. And this is a sci-fi fantasy, and it is about I believe a swordswoman who's about to retire, but she ends up taking on one last contract. And it sounds really good and really fun and gorgeous and a little bit different, but still similar to what I like to read, so I had to get it. And yeah, my friends, those are my 46 books that I have gotten for my birthday, and I'm so grateful, I'm so spoiled, and I'm so excited to read, honestly, every single one of them. I think they're all going to be so, so good. I can't wait to read them with you guys and talk to you guys about them and share them in like my wrap-ups and all that kind of stuff. So please let me know 3 things. 1, have you gotten any new books recently? What were those new books? 2, do you own any of these books that I just showed you guys? And 3, do I need to read any of these books like ASAP? Let me know because I would love to, honestly, just get some advice. But thank you guys so much for being here. I am so grateful, and I hope you guys are having a fabulous month of May. Live well, my friends. Read lots of good books and go discover. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. And now I get to put all these books back on my shelves.